Ed, we talk about a number of things and training and things like that. But at the end of the day, you really feel passionate about loving what you do. Can you share with it your thoughts on how important it is to love what you do here?
Sure, and let me kind of preface, what I'm going to say here with folks that are relatively new, right? If you're here less than a year, I don't expect you to be in love with this business like I am and bleeding diamonds, right? So the first thing I would do is if you're not really comfortable in what you're doing, reach out to somebody, reach out to a peer, reach out to somebody. Heck, even if it's me, send me an email. If you're in sales and you're not happy here, send me an email, let me know so we can get you some guidance and help you, because at the end of the day, if you don't love what you do, in any job or any career, you're not going to be great at it for sure. You're not even going to be good at it if it comes down to that. So I guess what I would ask folks out there is to be patient, kind of get in there. There's ups and downs in your first year here, but at the end of a year, if you've reached a kind of a point in time to where you're not loving what you do, you got a decision to make, right? And maybe that's that you go do something else.
Right.
Or again, you reach out for some help. But I think when it comes right down to it, if you don't love what you do here, go do something else, because in today's society, there's no reason to do for the rest of your life something you don't love doing.
Right.
You don't need to be miserable in your job. We don't want you to be miserable in your job. There's opportunity everywhere. So reach out and go find that. But I think a lot of folks will find a great deal of satisfaction, as both you and I have.
Right.
I mean, we don't worry. I mean, we're excited when the bell rings in the morning, when the alarm goes off, right?
Right.
What am I going to do today? What new thing's going to happen? So I think that's what we really need to get a grasp on, is that, by gosh, you got to love what you do to be super successful at it, even to be good at it. You got to love what you do. So if you're in kind of that funk and you're in that first year, or maybe you're here for 20 years and you're thinking, boy, I don't love what I do anymore, maybe it's a time that, certainly do that, reach out to somebody that might be able to give you a little guidance, get you back on the path. But at the end of the day, there's opportunity out there. And this is going to sound kind of harsh, but I want to make sure it makes sense. Because if you're taking up a spot and you don't love what you do in this organization, we want you out of it. And that sounds really, really harsh, but it's really how I feel. Make room for somebody that's going to love this job.
Right.
Just showing up to punch the clock here, it's not that kind of job. We're not an hourly pay commission kind of thing where you just go like the steel mills that I grew up around, right? I mean, you got to love what you do. You got to be passionate about it and go find that passion, because it's out there.
Right.
And there's folks that were willing to help. I mean, so many folks have helped me through tough times and tough spots, when I was kind of doubting myself, that, kind of slapped me around a little bit and got me back on the right path. And
but you still loved what you did.
I think I did. You get disgruntled for something that happened. You can have a bad day, a bad week.
Sure.
Heck, you can even have a bad month that might change your mind. But at the end of the day, you should be kind of anxious for that bell to ring in the morning. And if you're not, think about what you're doing. Because if you're not happy at work, you're probably going to have a tougher time being happy at home too.
That makes sense.
That's all I got.
Good job.